decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted Jewel Shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff in recent years, and they want to get there consistently. To do that, they've got to win rivalry games like this. You're going to play a big-time opponent like USC with all of that talent and that coaching staff. You're going to have to play at a very high level. Last year, David, they put the stomp down on the Trojans.
They did. They used that big shillelagh and laid the hammer and took care of business. And you've seen Notre Dame, have these years now.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. And they'll drag him down. Return on the interception. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Rivera.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10 for the offense. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapted. Fires to the big fella.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did that.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fowler. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The screen, he can go. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Nowaski. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You talk about talent, the perfect play against the bootleg. The cat blitz. They bring the corner right to where he's bootlegging. They force the sack. Nice call by the defense.
Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Northwestern showed its toughness. And picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for space. It's Charles. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Just keep slinging it. Unleashes one. Catch in the middle, it's Rivero. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we can keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Gets it to the back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Illegal block. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Jumped on top of the pile.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Catch in the middle. It's Charles. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Nowaski. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
17, USC, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, to give, looking for room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a man in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Timeout, USC.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Dead center perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is enough.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Cover's team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fowler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Myron. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
He's going to keep it. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it for a big play. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Rushes on him. Just threw that one way too far. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to pull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to run it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
Turning it on! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, create some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that Jewel Shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh may be making a trip to South Bend.
Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Rivero. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Irish back on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Milwaukee. Touchdown by the Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This time on target. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down a lot.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DB.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Flanagan. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Finds the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. It's complete to the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds the man down the middle. tackled at the 16.